And we're ready to go with more Final Fantasy. Zaz scratches his head. Yeah, the big sort of blue chunks could almost look like constellations in the sky.
I like all the blue flames in the distance.
Yeah, it looks very like what's going on over there.
I'm gonna go peek ahead.
You do that, Vanille. I also like that we're still getting sort of the characterizations and their sort of independence.
Stop wandering off and stay where I can keep my eye on you.
Yeah. I guess those birds are really weird. They're kind of dancing and hopping around.
Well, they're all mechanical as well, so it's all like Mechana Bird.
Follow the old guy's lead.
And the old guy's lead. There we go, we've already staggered one. These don't seem as tough as the pulse.
To be fair, we did get a premature...
Yeah.
What do you call it? It's not premature.
Strike. Not a premature strike.
Preemptive.
No. That would be a whole other thing.
Never mind about that.
There we go.
Dead easy. Only because we got a preemptive strike. Or premature strike, depending on how.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yeah, we can sort of look around here as well.
That's cool. It's like a lake.
Looks like oil.
Maybe it's an oil lake.
Yeah.
Maybe it's burnt engine oil or scorched engine oil.
Yes.
Hey, Twin Peaks is coming back.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute. The owls are not what they seem.
No, that fits with this game too. And
Oh,
people
yeah.
who played this will know what we mean.
Let's get this over with.
Is that the pulse guy going rum and rumming up, as it were?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's an interesting detail, yeah. And yeah, they don't have to whack you.
I'm not sure starting off with synergy is that useful.
It depends, because you could have one synergist instead of both of them.
True.
And then move from like that to something else. Because actually, Vanille is saboteuring generally less than they're synergizing, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
But then this is the interesting thing, you can sort of figure out which best way to put the parties together.
I think just starting in Smart Bomb and then using that for recuperation is probably a better idea. In fact, I could probably just be in Try Disaster. Zaz is really buffed though.
Yeah, they sort of follow their own logic, the order in which you buff the characters. For example, when you get haste, that person will always then haste themselves first, because that's just the AI of the computer game being sensible, because you then cast haste onto the people quicker. You don't have to sort of fine-tune that yourself.
Most of the AI decisions are quite suitable.
It's interesting though, because there's lots of little rules all hidden underneath. And that one's just about to go as well. There we go. Yes, we're still sort of picking up lots of little bits of random junk. Well, amongst all this random junk, which makes sense.
Want me to check things out?
I'll be fine doing it myself. Ah, yes, went round the outside, got a preemptive strike there. Keep forgetting to actually change that.
I'm sorry. Oh, we still got the... yeah. For the pulse guys, it's definitely worth that, preempting them, because they're so armoured.
Curse them.
There we go, he's already down. I say he, could be a she, or neither.
What, an incubus?
No, the pulse work, soldier.
Oh, right. I was going to say, well, incubus would be male. Succubus would be female.
Would it?
Yeah. That's just how it works. Same way that satyrs are male and nymphs are female. And
And we want to hang to the left here.
do we? Okay.
Yes, we do.
Hang, 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 hang.
We go up that bit to the right.
Oh, can I go that way? I have to go all the way around.
You come down there.
Fine. Is there a ball up? Oh, there
Yes,
is.
there is.
2.
There's 2, in fact.
Count them. I
So we have
know
a
you won't.
phoenix down, or a tuft of phoenix down, as it says. And we also get metal armband. We'll save point if we want, and then we can jump down. Whee!
It's this way now?
Yep.
Oh yes, it's showing me that they're stalwart
Yeah,
over
they're
there.
kind of perched and observing. It's very interesting. And they swoop down.
I still haven't changed my paradigm deck.
Eesh.
Such is life.
Oh, we have a different one over there by the looks
Got
of it,
incubus
yeah.
and succubus.
We now have a succubus. Which
Did you know
looks-
that a succubus would be the female version of an incubus?
Okay.
Yeah.
They look a bit more interesting and a bit more colourful, but they also are a bit more dangerous.
Sexual dimorphism in action. They've got
'Cause,
bits on.
They are capable of casting spells as well. They don't just dance around and damage us. So they are doing heretic dance, which I think is debuffing our buffs.
Well, they're basically doing a subversive dance.
Well, that one's for debuffing us, yeah.
So they're basically doing Rav Rav Com.
Yeah.
Or Synergist Com Com. Or Com Com Rav. I'm not sure how you'd see it.
I would say they're a synergist because they're just hanging back. They haven't actually attacked us. If anything, you probably want to get rid of the succubus first.
Yeah, I should sort out my paradigm deck or something like that. Let's heal for a bit, actually.
Oh dear, Hope's dead.
A little bit.
Change in the play.
We can either phoenix down if we're desperate, or actually, even when they die, he'll be back once we
He's
start
not
anew.
dead, he's just unconscious.
He's just taking a break.
He's just taking a break. He got a bit tired.
It's like the Pokemon logic. They never actually die. They just get tired. Change your parties. Even have a little CP if you
I mean,
want.
that confusion was what caused the whole 7, why don't we just use Phoenix Down on Aeris argument.
Yes, because you're not bringing them back to life. You're sort of restoring them.
But in that one, it doesn't make a distinction. It just sort of, yeah.
Be ready to CP with him. You've got the other 2.
Oh yeah,
though.
why don't I do the other 2 as well? I'm like a sausage.
So they don't actually have a lot to get them to the top of each one, actually, because Hope, I think, is already done, and Vanille isn't far off.
Is he? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's just upgraded.
Ah.
Oh no, there we go. He has a little bit extra in medic, but their sort of roll trees
Quite a
get
lot back.
much bigger and much wider. And have we changed up paradigms? Yeah, before we forget. So we want to be on Smart Bomb. And like I said, you might even want to have that something that's more like a Sin Sav Rav. And then change her from out of being a saboteur, because she always saboteurs, like, only for a little bit.
Hmm.
And make it like Rav Rav Sin or Rav Sin Sin.
That one there. I don't know why. It's just the way I organised them, I think.
Well, you want to be able to sort of look through them at a glance and go like, which one do I want?
Maybe we'll start with that one. Yeah, alright then. It doesn't matter that much. I mean, we're not really having any problems with the enemies
No,
so
I mean,
far.
we're not having lots of problems, and we also don't really have sort of a wide range of things we can do yet anyway. Ah, there's the succubus.
So the reason I picked Hope to be a synergist first rather than Zaz is because the defensive debuffs are probably a little bit more... sorry, the defensive buffs are probably a little bit more important.
And yes, the problem that's happening, and probably the reason that Hope died last time, is she is debuffing him first. Probably because he's our buffing character. It's very clever. So you have to try and protect Hope. But I think the succubus is now dead, though he's being whacked by the pulse guy. But then this is like much later on when you have a full party complement, and the other roles, things like commandos and sentinels, sort of make a much more balanced team, because you have heavy damage givers and heavy damage soakers. And we just have the pulse guy to deal with. He's already as stabbed as he can be, yeah. Like I said, she does it very quickly.
Try disaster. You might even be able to stagger it.
Same as actually, I would assume that the pulse guy is so focused on Hope because he's the weakest, because he isn't protected.
Yeah, quite possibly. Indeed, yay us. I do quite like the way they're always present as well.
Yeah.
Boing.
Enemies. Oh, it was a nice sort of remembering Snow.
Was he dead?
He said, I hope Snow's alright.
Oh.
Thanks.
Because it feels sort of very...
Actually, no, I'm just going to do double synergist.
It feels very real-timey. We're sort of slowly going through a day.
It's something video games aren't very good at,
yeah.
actually, which is multiple characters, multiple perspectives all going on at the same time. Something which books and films are very good at.
Yeah.
And games are getting there.
I meant more sort of being good at showing the passage of time. Because it's like some games I've played where it's like you get the impression that lots of time is supposed to have passed, or not lots of time is supposed to have passed.
Yeah, and
they
they have
clear.
arbitrary 6-month gaps and things like that.
Whereas
And the problem is whenever I see that come onto the screen, SpongeBob SquarePants has taught me that whenever that happens, it must be read out in a French voice.
Sort of a faux French voice, yeah.
Yeah, so you go 6 weeks later.
Yeah.
Or 6 months later.
Whereas Final Fantasy does sort of actually what Silent Hill does, where it has the
It's almost real time, in fact,
dark
actually.
to light transitions of the sky. And yes, where this is only really the night after what has just happened. And they're still running away. Which is cool.
Oh, what game was it we had where it was like... it suddenly went like... Oh, that was it. It was Dead Island.
Is it suddenly supposed to be wildly later?
Well, because it sort of goes... Oh, we're starving here. And it's like... Well, hang on. Didn't I just bring you water like 5 seconds ago? Hasn't night not happened yet? So all the characters start going on as if like, we've been surviving here for... I don't know what accent that is. We've been surviving here for absolutely
like
ages.
Full Australian, isn't it?
It's Papua New Guinea, I think it is, which used to be Australian rule.
Yeah.
So it's quite close. Anywho, they sort of go on about how long they've been surviving without the monsters. Just go like there's this person going on about how their internal organs are all locking up because she's been surviving for so long. But because it has no day-night cycle,
Yeah, there's no passage of time.
it's like, what are you
all
talking
one
about? It's been a
day.
couple of hours.
The same as there's food everywhere and everyone always complains they're starving. Yeah. Some games are better at this than others.
Oh, this is taking a while.
He is. They're tough. There we go, he's staggered. I should smush him
Yeah.
down quick.
Changing gear.
There we go. Doo-doo.
Oh, but actually, we're going to have to leave it there because I've just realised the time's gotten away from us. So we'll see you next time.